Team them will press, win the match them. What did I just witness? Today was a very interesting day to watch football because Brazil and Japan match was closer than I think anybody would have expected, and Japan did very well. Japan was very composed and they held their own. Now, I'm just going to go straight into this thing now. Why is it that when players have the ball, there's nobody pressing them? Like today, no Brazilian was pressing the Japanese as much as they should have. Casemiro get the slack and Sano score. Sano literally ran through the defensive line, kicked the ball, and the ball score. Casemiro just Casemiro just turned statue or something? You turn a gargoyle? I don't understand. None of the Brazilians pressed Sano while he was running. They just make him run. I saw the same thing happen in the Morocco match. When they let, not Brazil, but I don't remember who it was. Hakimi came straight through the middle and nobody pressed him. It's something I don't understand. I don't know why people don't press people for the ball, try to win the ball and get it back and go the other direction. It's something I've been watching throughout the entire tournament. Teams that press win games. Team them will press win the match them. France, USA especially. It takes a lot, yes. Which is why I need to have stamina. But at the same time, if you don't at least try to press and try to force an error, you give the opposition the upper hand, yo. Can't do that. Especially now because I do or die. It's a knockout stage. There's no room for error, no room for forgiveness. As we can see now, this German, maybe I can talk about that later. Yeah. But seriously, man. Japan had a very strong defense. Big up Japan. They had a backfire at some point in time, out of possession. And Japan, you guys did very well. You guys were very composed. You guys looked like you held your own. I'm not gonna lie. It was very, very well composed. Brazil, why were you guys running into each other? Cunha and Casemiro kept running into each other on the touchline. Not to mention, I don't know if it was Casemiro stepped on one of his players' foot. Then there was a next point that says somebody push over somebody in the other side of the field, over the other side of the line. I think it was Guimaraes and Casemiro. What was happening? It looked like Casemiro wasn't having a good day, and it translated into the match. Because he made the error for a Sano score. He kept bumping into players, but then he redeemed himself. So that's his saving grace. You redeem yourself, which is very good. You redeem yourself, my boss. Good job. But I believe Brazil somewhat struggled because they didn't have Rafinha. They didn't have another player who had that flair and that creativity. So I think that was lacking on the right-hand side to kind of balance out the attack. Instead of trying to press everything from the left side and try to come through the midfield. So as such, I do believe they were struggling creatively with that outlet on the right side. Eventually, I came into play in the second half where it happened a little bit more. But I do believe that's what happened in the first half. Brazil had more possession of the ball, but Brazil could not finish because of Japan's very good defense. And again, I commend the Japanese for playing like this against Brazil. Very good. They didn't show any fear. They didn't show like they were just defending. They're also attacking. And that's very good. That shows confidence in the squad and they weren't cowering. Now, Japan had more hunger for the ball. Japan kept fighting for the ball. Japan had more hunger for the ball. Japan kept fighting for the ball. Brazil did not look like they wanted to win. They didn't press. They didn't push as much as they could have. They allowed Japan to run a lot more freer, which is why they kept coming under pressure more times than none. And even though they had more possession of the ball as Brazil, they couldn't finish either. There was a service by Danilo to Guimaraes in the box. And you have to give props to Zion Suzuki. Zion Suzuki has saved Japan so much. I believe he should be praised as a very good goalkeeper. 6'3", he has been very good for Japan. I believe he's one of the key figures that made Japan to reach this far in the tournament. And half a year props, my boss. Big up yourself anyway you're there. I know say you don't know me, but big up yourself. Alright. The next thing was Casemiro had 2 attempts, one of which was blocked again between the defenders and the goalkeeper. They did a very good job in defending that first header after he got the cross into the box. But the second time, not so lucky. This time Casemiro found the back of the net, and this is what equalized the match. And this is what turned the tables because the subs that followed now were bringing on Martinelli and Hendrick taking off Casemiro because he's already on a yellow and put on Fabinho for lock up that defensive line. Made a difference. Martinelli, you did a very good job. Big up yourself. Was very good to see you drop your shoulder and you get that you position yourself now. The intelligence I'm talking about, it's a ball intelligence. It's a crazy thing, you know. The one position himself between the two defenders, them, you know. And get the ball, drop, turn, and kick. And score the goal. Win the match. Now this looks like a common theme with these sides where they wait until the last minute to score a goal. I don't know. Canada did it yesterday. Brazil do it today. So props to you, Martinelli. Good on Brazil. Very good Japan. Brazil, you guys face either Norway or Ivory Coast. Best of luck to you guys. Either one of those opponents will be a very tough match. So wish you guys all the best. And if you made it this far, guys, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below. Do you think Brazil will make it into the quarterfinals? Let me know down below. Leave a like. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Walk good and take care. Bless.